Alright. Well, this is a special video for Mom because I cuss a lot in my videos. So, this is for you, Mommy, dearest. I've come to learn a lot of things. I've come to find God mathematically. One way or another, you still haven't wanted to listen to my understanding of that. That is fine. 100%. But I have many things to show you that you should be scared of. And especially, like I said, don't make the black kids angry. Well, you must come to realize that you're not really that prepared. And you haven't prepared for anything. And even in your Bible, it tells you to be prepared. So, I just want you to understand, and I'm not trying to say that I know more than you. I'm not trying to say that I'm smarter than you, that anything. What I'm trying to tell you is go buy some damn rice. Go buy some and have some damn containers to store it in. Like, just go get some stuff. I know how much you care about Joe. Okay? So, I would imagine you would think that would be smart to have a stockpile there. Because as far as I'm concerned, if everything went to shit, you sure in the hell probably can't get to grandma now, can you? So who you gonna think about? Who you gonna take care of? That'd be Joe. So, don't forget that. So, there's plenty of land up there. You need to buy some seeds. You need to just make a couple of precautions. Just take a little bit of money here or there to do it. Okay? I'm not telling you to go spend $1,000 right here, right now. I'm telling you to just think a little bit. And I'm pretty sure I haven't cussed yet in this video. And if I have, I truly apologize because this video is truly just for you, Mother. I've come to realize that Hitler wasn't a horrible piece of shit. Oh, there it was. Dang. Sorry. But I've come to realize he was not a horrible person. So, in this aspect, you come to realize to be lied to your whole life. Realize both your grandfathers fought in the war against him. And you realize he wasn't a bad man. It's kind of crazy. You know, Time Magazine, these are all stuff you can look up. Literally named him one of the greatest leaders ever. One of the greatest statesmen ever. Time Magazine, 1938. I think it was June or January. I don't remember. I don't write things down for this because I just like to go off of my head. Well, especially with this. This is just for you. When I get more professional, maybe I'll write stuff down and have perfect dates. I don't know. Mom, I really love you, and I'm not joking. I've come to learn more in the past 7 months or so. Maybe it's been a little longer, I don't know, but in the 7 months, I've learned more than I have in the previous years since I pretty much dropped out of school, which I pretty much did. What, 9th grade? I went into division. I didn't even finish that. So, from there forth, come to the point, be able to read my Bible, be able to read 15-letter words and have to do a crash course, and learn how to, I knew how to read, but for the most part, what they say, I had a 4th grade reading level. Yeah. So crash course myself, did everything that I've done, and come to learn everything that I've come to learn, which is a lot. And I know that you think that I'm just so cocky and arrogant. Well, like I said, remember when they sat me at that table? That table where all the kids drooled on themselves? They couldn't even get half their food in their mouth. They had to come out. Yeah, to come up and literally, he said, well, I'm eating lunch for 2 weeks. Like, your son won't eat lunch, so you come up and you saw the table, they sat me there. You're like, well, you sat my son at the lunch table with all these kids that are, like, not to be mean, but mentally handicapped. Well, yeah, I'm mentally handicapped, obviously, shit. I'm a freaking moron. But I wasn't that mentally handicapped. And man, they said, yeah, no, man, it was hard on me. Because, like, I'm kind of like, if something looks weird, I won't even eat it. I won't even try it. It took me a long time to realize I even like scalloped potatoes. So they sat me at the table with these damn kids, and God blessed kids that had problems. And I could not eat all this crap. And my mom was just like, whoa, you sat my kid at this table with these. No wonder he couldn't eat. Well, that ended up being an issue that went on for a minute. And I had to be in some of the classes that were not higher up. But I was never in the classes like with these kids. So I got sat there. Was obviously whatever a mistake. And I was so pissed off my whole life. And I'm not joking, I didn't realize till I was about 30. Maybe a little bit before, but probably about 30. That, that was so messed up. My brother beat me as a jerk. And literally I got sat at this table. And then all of a sudden, a light bulb went off on my head one day. And I stopped complaining and whining, poor me, poor this. I realized, I'm like, what if he wouldn't have sat me at that table? Because my math was good. And if I wouldn't have been held back and just judged in other ways, whatever, I'd have probably just went on just fine. I am dyslexic, of course, whatever. But God's honest truth, like, I was sat at that table for a reason. Because if I would have went along like everybody else did, I'd have just been fine and just thought I was fine and dandy and just blah, blah, blah. Well, no, instead my whole life I had to fight. You had no idea, like, all of a sudden just a question get asked. You gotta walk up. Of course, every person is a little afraid to walk up to the drawing board or whatever. But imagine being walked up to go up there, and it's a really basic freaking word that you're gonna have to spell out, or a sentence or whatever, and you're like just even nervous to spell a basic word, even if you know how to spell it, just because you know how easy it is to do a letter backwards. It just a very, and I think that's almost a word made me, nice being a midget. It helped me give you nerves when somehow you can work through that. And then let alone give you nerves, you got freaking, who I call my middle brother. I call him Little Hitler. He beat me good, and beat the little pansy waist out of me. Didn't beat the heart out of me. Just the pansy waist. The whole thing is, when it all freaking comes down to it, oh, I gotta stop.